Hello everyone. Today I'm very happy to present you this 2015 BMW 640 Diesel Gran Coupé M Sport. And today's review is taking place at Martin Riley BMW, Mini and Hyundai, situated in Carrour, just outside the town of Sligo. For all contact information in regards to this dealership, please see the description box below. So in today's review, we'll be looking at the interior of the car. I'll explain how all the features work. We'll also start up, look at the engine, go over to the performance data and take a look around the exterior. So let's get started. Upon unlocking the vehicle, the exterior lights do turn on, and also you can turn them on remotely just by using this button on the bottom of the key fob. It's got frameless windows. It's got a full electric driver's seat with 2-person memory settings. Also got your 4 electric windows. And also located down here is the boot release. So the 6 Series has a completely keyless ignition. So if I just leave the keys in my pocket, press the start stop button up here. Press it once to turn on the auxiliary power, and when you do, the steering wheel tilts down just a little bit and the multimedia interface comes on. And then to turn on the engine, just apply the foot brake and hold in the button and it fires right up. So this car has the M Sport 3-spoke multifunction steering wheel with hydraulic rack and pinion power assist. Very nice feedback, and of course you got the sporty 10 and 2 notches as well. Very nice in your hands. As well as the M logo down here. You also got cruise control located off to the left here, and your radio controls located off to the right. And if I press mode, you can select between the radio and the CD player itself. And of course you got your voice command and volume controls located here. And located on the indicator stock are 2 buttons here. So if I just turn on the headlights and press the lower button, it turns on the automatic headlamp control. I'll just turn that off and press the button up top here. It just goes to a small trip computer. And then you can just have a blank screen there if you want. This car also has a completely electric steering rack located down here. And you can move it in and out the same way. And also you got the start stop button here, off and on. And also coming into the center console, you got your standard CD player here. We'll just power on the radio. Sound quality is very good. Sounds really good. And then down here you got your dual zone climate control. Very nice digital readouts. And you got all your standard controls here for the air conditioning, max AC, and your fan speeds. And you also got 3-stage heated front seats, the driver and passenger sides, of course. So we can just power that off. So coming over to the Idrive, I was using this earlier, and it's actually a very nice system and very simple to use. So you got your main control here, and you got your different functions here, some of which are integrated into the multimedia system. So at the moment we're in the main menu. I just power on the radio. I can select between things like the multimedia, which includes things like the CD player, the auxiliary and USB plugins. So at the moment it's selected the CD player. So if I go back into the menu again, I can select between things like the radio itself. I can navigate through all the stations there, AM, FM and so on. And then if we go back into the menu once more, you can go through things like the telephone, the navigation. When you have your phone Bluetooth to the car system, you can go through the office and all your contacts and so on. Connected Drive, which includes all your internet services such as your hotline and BMW Online and so on, and your applications. And then you got the standard vehicle settings where you can adjust just about everything you want with the car. So I'm just going to demonstrate the satellite navigation because I'm actually very impressed with this system. If I click navigation on the iDrive system, or I can use this button here, whichever. We'll go into the sat nav. So this is a very cool feature. If I go to destination input, And let's say I want to type in a street, so I want to go to, let's say, Dublin. I can type it in using the wheel, or you can actually use the touchpad here and draw it in. This touchpad is kind of new to me, so let's hope I get it right. So
P.
Oh, and that's a P. As I said, it is kind of new technology. I'll make a D out of it.
D.
U.
U.
And let's see, I'm trying to get a B here. You get used to that for a while. And there you go, it says Dublin Road, so I can set that as my destination. So it's nice and very easy to use. Now if you don't want to use the touchscreen, as I said, you can of course go through it using the wheel itself. So back again, we'll actually take a look at the map itself. So let's scroll down here. Very big map. And you can scroll in and out. So if I click left with the wheel, you get all these different sub menus. So we're going to, let's say, look at the map views. So 3 different sections here: north orientated, like we have at the moment, in direction of travel, and perspective, which is actually one of the nicest. Gives you a much clearer view, I think. And you got your interactive map, traffic information, points of interest, and routes, spoken instructions, and guidance. So there you go. It's actually a very nice system and easy to use, and you can also save your trips, go through your address book, points of interest, and so on and so forth. So the Idrive system, very simple and easy to use. Earlier Idrive systems I wasn't a big fan of, but these days they've been massively improved. So as for the overall interior of this car, well, it's got the ivory white leather, and I believe this is a combination with Dakota black as well. And it's also got this very nice American oak wooden trim. It looks really, really good. I just love the way the dash is kind of two-tone. I mean, it's a little bit of ivory white down there, and then it just tapers off around the side here, and then you got the Dakota black, and also it has the white stitching as well. You got a few storage cubbies. You got one here. It's actually more of a cigarette lighter and ashtray, so it is. And now you can lock this one here. As you can see, you got a key. You can open it there and there. You can input your iPhone, and also down there on the side, I don't know if you can see very well, but you got the auxiliary and USB plugins. And then up front you got 2 cup holders, very nice. And so coming into the center console, this car has an 8-speed automatic transmission. To put it in park, you just press the P, and to navigate through the gears, you just press the unlock button on the right here where my thumb is. So we'll go through the gears. At the moment we're in drive, and if I shift over to the left, you can change gears manually from here, or you can use the pedals mounted on the back of the steering wheel. The right one shifts up, and as you can see, it comes up on the screen there, and the left one shifts down. So if you put it into reverse, the backup camera and guidance lights come on, and also the side mirror tilts down. As you can see, when I put it back into drive, it changes up again, and then I just put it back into park. And it also has the electronic parking brake and the auto hold feature. You can activate and deactivate your parking sensors from here, as well as deactivate traction control. And then you got these 2 buttons here for, you know, setting the car up between comfort and sport modes. So we're going to go through that. So at the moment, if I put the car in Sport Plus, it all displays up here as well. And if I just press down on the iDrive wheel, it shows me the power and torque. So if I just press the accelerator, as you can see there, it's very nice, so it is. If I press right on the wheel, I can actually have a split screen view. So I got the sat nav map and the torque. It's really cool, so it is. And if I press down on the menu again, you can go into just sport mode, comfort mode, and eco pro mode. So this here will put the car in its most economical setting. It's really the kind of mode you want to be on for, you know, kind of long distance cruising. So we're just going to put it back into comfort mode. And this car also has an auto dimming interior mirror, very nice thin sun visors, small illuminated vanity mirrors. I think they could have made the vanity mirror just a little bit bigger. It is a bit too small, I think. And then up on the roof here, you've got your emergency SOS, and also it has a sunroof. Really nice. Just allows for a lot more light into the cabin. I really do love the overall interior of this car. It's an amazing design. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. And these seats are very comfortable and supportive as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the back seats. So the rear legroom back here is quite good, and also it has decent enough headroom. You do have to remember that this is based on the 6 Series Coupe, so it does still have a bit of a sloping roofline. But in saying that, you know, the headroom is actually better than I would have expected. Rear window I think is a bit on the small side, though it does sit up quite high. So you got a center mounted armrest. Press this here, you got 2 cup holders and storage. And it is a 4-seater car, so you actually have no legroom at all for a center passenger, which makes me wonder why they even have a seatbelt. I suppose it could be, you know, if you put a child seat in here. And also another feature on the back of the driver's front seat, you can actually operate these controls to slide the seat forward and backward. So we'll just turn on the vehicle's power. I'm just going to turn the fan off for this. Also turn on the headlights, as well as the front and rear fog lamps and the hazards. And naturally all 4 windows are fully automatic. And the exterior mirrors also powerful just by pressing this button. And I'm just going to leave the keys in here so that the car doesn't lose detection of them. I'm going to go ahead and check out the exterior. The exterior colour is called Carbon Black. This car features automatic bi-xenon projector headlamps with LED running daylights, fog lights, indicators and taillights. You can also choose to have this car with optional full LED headlamps. It also features these 19-inch double-spoke alloy wheels exclusive to the M Sport. It has 4-wheel ventilated steel disc brakes with an independent McPherson strut front suspension and a multi-link rear suspension. The Gran Coupé also has a very good sized boot. It has 460 litres of room, and also off to each side of the boot are handles for folding the back seats. This car also has a brake light mounted on top of the rear window to benefit following vehicles, especially those in larger SUVs and trucks. It also has a rear backup camera hidden in the BMW badge to protect it from the elements. The overall length of the Gran Coupé is 116.9 inches. It has a width of 74.6 inches and a height of 54.8 inches. The total wheelbase is 116.9 inches. The original E24 6 Series was produced from 1976 to 1989 as a 2-door coupe. After 14 years, the 6 Series returned in 2003 as the E63, where it was produced until 2010 and was available as a coupe and a convertible. The current 3rd generation came out in 2011 and was initially only available as a coupe known as the F13 and a convertible known as the F12. In 2012, the F06 Gran Coupé was unveiled at the Geneva Motor Show. Also for 2012, the high-performance M6 Coupe and M6 Convertible were unveiled, and later on the M6 would be available for the Gran Coupe in 2013. The 6 Series is a very striking looking car. It has a long front end with nice low roof lines and twin exhausts which really make it stand out amongst its rivals. The additional M Sport styling kit like we see in this particular car really stands out over the standard SE model with larger alloys, sportier bumpers, side skirts and interior. In 2015 all versions of the 6 Series underwent a facelift which included one removed slab from each kidney grille, slightly redesigned adaptive LED headlights, 3 distinctive LEDs in the fog lights, integrated indicators into the accent strip cutting across the top of the headlight unit, a larger and lower front air intake for the front bumper and LED indicators on the exterior mirrors. There are 2 petrol engines available, a 3-litre straight 6 twin turbo for the 640i, a 4.4 litre twin turbo V8 for the 650i, and a 3-litre twin turbo straight 6 diesel for the 640d. The M6 also features a more high performance version of the 650i twin turbo V8. And the bonnet release is located on the driver's side footwell. The engine is a 3-litre straight 6 twin turbo diesel. It produces 308 brake horsepower with a top speed of 155 miles per hour. It also produces 465 foot-pounds of torque, and BMW claimed this car can do about 49 miles to the gallon. So let's power on the 640 and see how it sounds. So I'm just going to finish up the review now. So not only is this one of the most expensive cars I've ever reviewed at €96,000 I believe is how much this one's going for, but it's actually one of the coolest and just one of the nicest overall. I'm a big fan of the BMW 6 Series in general, but I think the Gran Coupé looks absolutely stunning. I've seen a few of these drive around before, but this is the first time I've ever actually been in one. I think they look awesome. I love the interior. Everything is wrapped in leather, the dash, the seats, the whole lot. Looks absolutely fantastic. The Idrive system is an absolute joy to use. It's got a wonderful 8-speed automatic gearbox. And there's more room in the back than I would have thought originally actually. I didn't think there would be as much legroom as there is back there. Headroom is decent enough, although you wouldn't want to be really any taller than 6 foot if I'm honest. The only criticism really I do have is if we just look at the back here, rear visibility isn't the best, so it's probably a good thing this car comes with a reversing camera. But overall, it's an awesome looking car. It's just, you know, it still has to keep its coupe design from the original 6 Series 2-door coupe. So that's kind of why the rear seats room might not be as good as that of a 5 Series and why the rear window is a bit on the small side. So we'll just turn off the engine and press the button once more to turn off the screen. And actually another thing, I probably didn't show you this at the start of the video. When you turn on the power for the first time, tells you when your service is due. So in this case, another 11,000 miles, and it even gives you a date. So I'm a big fan of the Gran Coupé. Definitely one of my favorite four-door sports saloons out there. And it's the same kind of car also as the Mercedes CLS. Same kind of four-door Gran Coupé design. Another thing I love about this car is just the front of it. It's got a very large front bonnet. It's just a really big looking car overall. I think it looks absolutely fantastic though, especially as an M Sport. You got the cool alloy wheels and everything. Well everyone, I hope you enjoyed this full in-depth tour of the 2015 BMW 640D M Sport Gran Coupé. Please remember to rate, comment and subscribe, and please stay tuned. We'll be planning more videos to come. Thanks for watching everyone.